Today's sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, this defense for the Saints, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
On second and a couple, Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A couple of former Jets, Darnold to Anderson, first down Carolina. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Darnold down to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6. Push him back. Push him back. Check back 27. Check back 27. Check back.
Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
And it's third down.
Back to throw, Darnold. And it's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. Gets through and now an opening. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now it's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike 4. Green, Timothy. 4, Mike 4. You remember me? You remember.
Jameis to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. That catch good for only a couple. Those two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They're not ready for this, man. Flip, flip, flip. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong way.
Now Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Oh, watch one, watch one. Easy, 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 easy. Easy, easy, easy. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Let him know. 7's a Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Here's Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Mike 7, Mike 7. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 7, Mike 7.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Get ready. Get ready. Ready, Griffin. Check Mike 47.
Again, it's Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson, 83 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
Panther football to start quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the edge. Hey, thumb. Wait.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Winston. Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season. And obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33.
Hey, check Mike 21.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Panthers 10, Saints 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
He'll get it up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Winston. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now Winston on 4th down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Panthers 10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. Tommy Tremble. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Winston now. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here we go. Oh.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
To throw, Winston.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. You can't block me. You can't block me. Sponge.
To the air again with Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Derek Brown able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And take it right on the 30. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 1st and 10, Darnold looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. Darnold from the red zone now. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you somehow force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
24. Saints 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Winston now to throw on 1st down. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go, D. Follow. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the safety creeping.
Looking to throw again on second down. Winston. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jameis again. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Three down.
They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Mike 7.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mike 7.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Quick slant here to Smith. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Ready? Moving. Watch tight end. Alert. 3 down.
7's a Mike. Mike 7. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 7. Let's go.
30.
Mike 7.
Easy.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
7's a mic. He's tired of me. Wait.
7's a Mike.
A first down throw for Winston. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
And it's no good. Lutz pulled it, and this score will stay right where it is. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
First and 10
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Winston. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Saints have answered back with a 3rd quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Alex Erickson elects to take it out. Erickson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. There's Trimble, the tight end. His 2nd catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his 1st. And it's 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Play action. It's Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pete Werner coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 12.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. There's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is Harris. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Check 13. Check.
Wait.
To throw again on second down. Winston.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check back 21. Too little, cut. Hey, check back 21. Focus, defense.
Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hey, check back 21. Mike 21. Check back 21.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35.
91 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On 1st and 10, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, moving. Settles the mic. Hey, let's get this. He's checking. Crash. Flip. Check Mike 47. Green, defense, keep it up, guys.
From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
47 Mike. Mike 47. Hey, let's get that ball. 47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47.
On 3rd down, Winston.
He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Flush to his right. Winston into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turn.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Saints are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And no return for Erickson. Out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw pulled in by Marshall.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. To throw is Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness.
Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Darnold on 1st down.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, Darnold. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They're looking to throw this. Winston drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Try to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and inches.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
The Saints going to call the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready? You ready?
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. Second and 11. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
47's the mark, boys, 47.
Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in